This courtroom session kicks off fast, but don't blink, because what looks like routine cases quickly turns into a mix of second chances, strict rulings, and unexpected human moments. From instant dismissals to serious misdemeanor charges, this judge wastes no time setting the tone. But the real question is who walks away lucky, and who's about to learn a hard lesson the system doesn't forgive easily. Stay locked in, because every decision here carries real consequences. And some of them might surprise you.
Provided paperwork. Case dismissed. Good luck to you.
Just leave?
You can just leave.
Thank you.
Have a good day. You're Ramona Stokes.
Yeah.
Come on up here. Ramona Janelle Stokes, 26W841465A. All right, how you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
Your name?
Ramona Stokes.
You're charged with driving while unlicensed. Why weren't you here March 4th, by the way?
I didn't have funeral to attend that day.
You understand what you're charged with here?
Okay.
Correct. Would you like a lawyer? Okay, so I'll go ahead and arraign you. I'll explain the charge, the possible consequences, and send you to the prosecutor, okay?
Okay.
It is alleged that on February 7 of 26 that you did operate a motor vehicle while you were unlicensed. This allegedly occurred on West near I-75 in the city of Woodhaven, County of Wayne at 11:31 p.m. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to $500 in fines, 93 days jail cost for all those. You understand that?
Yes.
You're also charged with a civil infraction of no proof of insurance. That is a civil infraction, 0-pointer, punishable by $185. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, actually, you went into default on that one, by the way, because you didn't show up on March the 4th. You needed to call us at least. I'm sorry about your rash.
No, and right after that, you guys sent out another letter, so that's why I'm here to do this.
Amy, have him call that civil infraction, will you please? And
Judge, it looks like that civil infraction is paid and closed.
you paid it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll tell the prosecutor that, okay?
Okay.
So I'll enter a not guilty plea, $500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without consent. You cannot violate a law and must appear in court as directed. I'm going to just make a note. Mr. West.
Right off the bat, we see a key legal distinction being made. This is a civil infraction, not a misdemeanor. That matters a lot. Civil infractions usually mean fines, not jail time. And the judge even points out that if this had been more serious, the person wouldn't even be allowed to represent themselves. Then just like that, the case is dismissed. This is a perfect example of how proper documentation and compliance can instantly end a case. But let me ask you how many people walk into court unprepared and end up paying the price for it.
Tell the lieutenant that prosecutor's there by Zoom, so they'll set you up.
Yes, Your Honor. Josh West appearing on behalf of the people. I did hear everything. I will work with her.
Thank you very much. I'm going to send this file in to Lieutenant Toller where you guys can Zoom, okay? Thank you. All right, so you're going to go right outside and then in that first door to your right. Don't go in there, that's lockup. Hibbs, Kevin Lee Hibbs, 2. Six W841841. Your name?
Kevin Lee Francis Hibbs the first.
All right. Okay, that's quite a mouthful. You
Good Irish name.
all right. You're charged with disturb the peace. You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. If you want a lawyer. Okay, I'll go ahead and arraign you and send you to the prosecutor. It's alleged that you did operate a.
Now things get more serious. Driving while unlicensed is not just a small mistake. It's a misdemeanor with potential jail time. The judge carefully explains the penalties, and this is where courtroom procedure really matters. Notice how the judge ensures the defendant understands every charge and right before moving forward. That's not just formality, that's protecting the legal process. But here's something to think about. Should first-time offenders get leniency in situations like this? Or should the law be enforced strictly no matter what?
I'm sorry, that you did commit the offense of disturbing the peace in the city of Woodhaven at or near 22090 Loretta Drive near Gudith and Woodhaven. It says you threw snowballs.
A snowball.
Well, I'm just telling you what the ticket says.
I never got a ticket.
And slow down. Just let me finish. Let me finish. I'm just telling you what they said in the remarks. Defendant did breach the peace of Troy Marlowitz by throwing snowballs onto his property and striking his gazebo, leaving behind a reddish stain. That's what it says. That is a misdemeanor punishable. I'm not saying it happened. I'm just telling you that's what they think happened. It's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, I did.
If you plead guilty at any time, you'll be giving up all those rights. And we're not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All
I
right,
have an explanation, sir.
hang on one second.
Okay.
Just hang on one second. This is not a trial today. This is just an arraignment. And I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you, if you'll just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to give you some bond conditions. I'm going to give you a personal bond. You don't have to post any money. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. You're not to have any contact at all with the victim, Troy Marlowitz. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You cannot write him, phone him, see him, text him, email him. If I saw him outside and I was you, I'd go back in my house. Don't leave this to chance where somebody thinks that you're having contact. Are you with me? You with me?
I understand.
Here's a critical moment, despite the charges. The judge enters a not guilty plea on behalf of the defendant and sets a personal bond. That means no upfront payment, but strict conditions apply. This shows the balance courts try to maintain, giving someone a chance to defend themselves while still holding them accountable. And notice how quickly the case is moved to the prosecutor. That's where negotiations often happen behind the scenes. Do you think this system gives people fair opportunities? Or does it pressure them into deals?
I get what you're saying, Your Honor, but the man lives next door. I can't avoid him.
Yes, you can. If he's outside in the front yard, don't be in the front yard. Yes, you can.
If I go in my backyard, and he
Listen.
comes out into his backyard, I'm supposed to go in my house?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a 72-year-old United States Army
Sir,
veteran.
sir,
I'm a grandfather. I've lived
Sir.
in this city for over 40 years.
sir,
The man was 11 years old when I moved into that house.
sir.
And you're telling me I gotta go in my house when he comes in his backyard?
I'm telling you, you're not to have any contact with. I'm telling you that if you stay out there and then allegations are made, you're going to have some questions to answer. If I were you, listen to me. I don't want to argue with you. This is a standard condition. I don't know what happened. I don't know that anything happened. For all I know, you were in Tuscaloosa, Alabama on this
It's a
day.
snowball.
Sir, listen to me. I don't write charges. They don't talk to me in advance and ask whether or not they should charge somebody. This could be the worst charge ever in the history of American jurisprudence for all I know. I don't know. I'm just telling you, no contact. Because if I tell you you can stay out in the backyard if he's out there, then during the pendency of this case, he might start making accusations that you're talking to him, or you're saying something to him, or you're making gestures toward him that would amount to a violation of the no contact provision. Okay?
I do understand.
I'm saying you cannot write him, phone him, see him, text him, email him, or communicate with him.
Yes.
Now, I don't want to have to get any more.
Now this case takes an unexpected turn snowballs, leading to a misdemeanor charge. It might sound minor, but legally, disturbing the peace can carry serious consequences. What stands out here is the judge's patience. He repeatedly clarifies that these are just allegations, not proven facts. This is a key principle in law. Everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Still, it raises a question: should disputes between neighbors escalate to criminal charges this quickly?
He's out in the backyard cutting his grass on the other side of the lawn, whether or not you should stay there. I'm just telling you what I would do. Then you will have no questions to answer. Okay? Are you with me?
Probably, yes, sir, but
It's okay that you disagree with me.
there,
You're not
there's cameras in my yard.
gonna be the first one that walks out of here saying you disagree. I've been doing this.
They don't disagree with you, Your Honor. But there are extenuating circumstances.
I'm not saying there aren't. I don't know one thing about this case.
No,
Other than what I read on the citation, and that's just their allegation. I'm not saying there isn't. You go explain your situation to the prosecutor right now. Who knows? Maybe he'll come in here and say he's gonna dismiss the case. I don't know what he's gonna say. That's up to you two. I don't have anything to do with that. Got it?
yes,
All right, so go talk to him, see what you can resolve. If you have any more questions about the no contact provision, you can raise them when you come back in. Okay?
yes, sir.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
People against. Lori Gale, I mean. Two, six. Lori Gay, huh, Hinkle. 267841130.
Morning, Your Honor. Michael Ball to Representative Vandergrift's approaching.
Ms. Hinkle, your name?
Lori Gainville?
Are you intoxicated?
No, sir.
Does she smell of alcohol? I don't want to put you in that position. Okay. She was drunk once when she came in here. I want to make sure. Are you good to proceed?
Yes.
You live in Flat Rock, right?
I'm currently living in Dearborn Heights. I got evicted from Flat Rock. I have a PO box.
And Amy, do me a favor. Will you look at the court to school day, March 26th, and make sure I only have one participant so far? I'm going to ask Mr. Crawford.
Judge, it looks like, I'm sorry, you
That's okay.
have 2 so far?
You want to be the third man? I have to have defendants sentenced at a school. It's more embarrassing. I'm not going to lie to you. There's only a couple of people in there right now. I'm going to do it at Shoemate Elementary School. Or Shoemate, yeah, it's Shoemate Middle School. If you would be so kind, I would like you to come back and do it on March the 26th at the middle school. I'm not going to make an example of you. It's going to be junior high kids. I need one more participant, but I need to know also, Mr. Crawford, that you can do that.
March 26th, correct?
That's a week from
I
tomorrow.
believe Mr. Crawford's already committed with one of his clients to attend.
Yes.
Do you mind doing that, ma'am?
No.
You won't let me down and not show up, will you? I need you to, so we're gonna do this court to school. It's gonna be March the 26th at Shoemate Elementary. What time do we start that?
9 a.m.
We're starting at 9, so give them a notice for 8:30, okay? I need you to get there and read the report with your lawyer. I really appreciate you doing this. I will give you credit toward anything that I'm going to impose, like court work or community service or the like, okay? So you'll go down the hall, get your notice, and we'll give you a map too if you want. Give her a map too, if you would, Amy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Good luck. Thanks, Mr. Crawford. And leasing.
Ready, Your Honor.
Let me see here. What do I got? I can't do this, guys. Mr. West, I need you. N Leasing Company, LLC, 26W841813A. There's only one file here, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. West? Well, wait a minute. There should be 2 files. What happened to the expired plate file? I could do this then.
I understand.
I was only handed one file here.
And we had to go get the file, so you want me to go back and check? and see if
I gave him both files.
Okay.
Yeah.
He must not have brought it in. I just need the B file, John.
Yeah, try to follow. I don't know if it's not ringing.
All right. What's your P number?
Morning, Your Honor, Matthew Wood, P 74329.
Okay.
I'm both.
Mr. Sherbo's got a 25 P number.
Mr. Sherbo has a 25 P number. Mr. Sherbo is my partner. I am on the appearance originally, but the 2P number always gets on the main ticket.
Well, because that's an old one.
That is an old one.
I mean,
When they shuffled them back.
that's probably back when he must have been a lawyer in whatever year they started, was it seventies?
Right into the 60s, 70s, and I've been with Jeff for 15 years. My understanding is they shuffled everything. So, because he always argues with everybody that he's been around longer, but he doesn't have a 1P number.
Well, because they did it by alphabetical
Yes.
initially.
Yes, but no, I do not have a 2P number.
All right, so I have M Leasing Company, 267841813, A and B. Now I have the second file. Okay, tell me your appearance again.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Wood, P 74329 on behalf of the leasing company. I do have corporate authority to resolve this matter on my client's behalf. I had a chance to speak with the prosecuting attorney this morning, Your Honor, and subject to your approval, we'd like to tender a plea to responsible to 2 impeding traffics with the dismissal of the A and the B ticket.
All right, first of all, for purposes of arraignment on these, you stand me waive.
And me reading, plead not guilty, Your Honor.
All right, so as to file A to the charge impeding responsible or
On
not
behalf of
responsible.
my client, I plead responsible, Your Honor.
On file B, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible, Your Honor.
This was a spill leak that they didn't cause damage on.
No, Your Honor, not from my understanding. And also the expired plate, I did bring proof that of what's it called, that we have the valid plates at this point, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna accept the plea to impeding, dismiss the spill load, accept the plea to impeding on file B, dismiss the expired plate, 220 on each case. And they can pay by April the 6th. How's that?
That's one.
This exchange gets intense. The defendant pushes back, clearly frustrated, but the judge holds firm on the no contact order. And here's the reality: these conditions aren't about who's right or wrong yet. They're about preventing further conflict while the case is ongoing. The judge even admits he doesn't know the full story, which is actually a sign of fairness. But think about this: how practical is a no contact rule when 2 people live right next door?
Wonderful, Your Honor. Your Honor, can we send one check in or should we send 2 checks?
Yeah, you can send one in with both A and
A
B.
and B ticket.
Yeah, do I have to tell them anything else, Amy?
Nope, that works.
Everyone have a wonderful
You
day.
too. Thanks a lot. You too. Ramona Janelle Stokes. Chew. 6W841465A. All right, ma'am, your name?
Ramona Stokes.
All right, you need some time to get your license?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you 4 weeks, okay?
So, I explained to him that when I got this ticket, that I guess they suspended the license until like April, but he said that I can come back and just show that everything is like cleared up, like as far as warrants or whatever that I had.
All right, well, I'm gonna give you 4 weeks to take care of everything,
Okay.
okay? So give me a date 4 weeks from now, if you would, Amy.
April 15th at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, April 15th at 8:30 a.m. You can go down the hall, we'll give you a notice.
Okay, thank
Any
you.
questions? Okay, good luck. Ma'am, what is your name?
She's an attorney.
name is Nada, Nada. Last name Ammoun.
Amen?
Amoun.
Amun, okay, how are you?
I'm good, great.
Defendant failed to appear. I mean, I don't know what to do. Bench warrant to issue, forfeit bond. I'm gonna set 5,000, 10% as this new bond. I'm so sorry you had to come in here.
Well, it was a long drive.
Where'd you drive from?
Littlefield.
Oh, boy. All right, well, you'll
Thank you, Honor.
you have a great
Have a
day.
great.
Thanks a lot. Hibbs? Kevin Lee Hibbs? 2678411841. Yeah, you convinced them, eh? You did a good job. Maybe you should have gone to law school. Your name?
Kevin Lee, Francis Hiddens.
All right, so if bond conditions were put in, Amy, we gotta take them out, okay? So you're gonna plead to impeding traffic. They're going to dismiss to disturb the peace, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're good with this?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
You guys aren't gonna have any problems over there, are you?
No, so I'm 72 years old. I have.
You don't look
a pretty bad
70.
heart.
You don't look 72.
I have to have a heart monitor put on Monday. I'm having a stress test on Friday. I'm lucky to be alive, to be honest with you. And all this is really physically hurting me.
Well, that's,
I got that thing in the mail the other day. I thought my heart stopped. My right arm went numb. I had to sit down. I felt terrible. I mean, I don't need this. I really don't.
no, I get it. I get it.
I'm on my second defibrillator. My next one is due in 2028. I've been a heart patient since 1996.
You look great.
I got hair.
What's that?
I have hair.
To the charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept the plea, dismiss the original charge, 150. Can you pay that today?
Do they take credit cards?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're all set. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. I will keep my nose.
All right. Have a great day. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Amy, make sure, I had that no contact. All that has to come out. No, we can't, so we're canceling all.
Now we shift to something different. This isn't punishment. It's rehabilitation through awareness. The judge offers the defendant a chance to participate in a court-to-school program speaking to students. That's a powerful move. Instead of just fines or penalties, this approach turns a mistake into a teaching moment for others. It's also a reminder that the justice system isn't always about punishment. It can also be about impact. Do you think more courts should use creative alternatives like this?
All bond conditions on this one. Marcus Windlass, file number 26W841831A and B and C. Come on to the podium, sir, and tell me your name.
Good morning, Your Honor. Marcus Windlass.
Good morning. You're charged with driving an unregistered vehicle, driving while suspended, and no proof of insurance. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want one? I'll go ahead and arraign you and let you go talk to the prosecutor. It is alleged that on March the 4th of 26 that you operated a motor vehicle on West near Ford Lane in Woodhaven at 12:15 in the morning. They think you had an unregistered vehicle. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 100 fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
They also think that you had a suspended license. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 500 fines, 93 days jail. Costs are all those and 2 points. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're also charged with no proof of insurance. That's a 0-point civil infraction. Do you understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all the rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I still wish to waive your right to a lawyer. $500 personal bond. You don't have to post any money. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. My court officer is going to take this file to the prosecutor. You go sit out in the hall. The prosecutor will call you in and you'll discuss it with the prosecutor. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Good luck. Caitlin Moulter? Are you Caitlin Moulter? Caitlin Michelle Moulter.
Honor, that's my client, and I'm here for her. Peter Torres here on behalf of.
Here's where things come full circle. The earlier tension resolves into a negotiated outcome, leading to a lesser charge, while the original one gets dismissed. This is extremely common in courtrooms. It saves time, reduces risk, and gives both sides a controlled outcome. But listen closely, the defendant's emotional and physical state comes into play here. Sometimes, cases aren't just about facts, they're about human limits. So let me ask, you do plea deals deliver justice or just convenience?
Caitlin Moulter, it's a traffic ticket.
I'm sorry, 26W841764. I got it. Okay, good morning to you. So this is going to be a plea to impeding traffic, and the original charge will be dismissed, true?
Yes, I have that authority, Your Honor.
All right, to that charge of impeding traffic on her behalf, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, Your Honor.
She's got a good record. I'll accept the plea, dismiss the original charge, 150, and she can pay by March the 25th, okay?
Thanks, Judge. Have a good
I
day.
was shooting an email.
Have a good day. Thanks.
Thank you.
Jennifer Nicole, Watson? Come on up here, ma'am. How you doing? Are you lost your voice? Yes? You met with the prosecutor. You're going to plead responsible to, I might have to have you come back. I really have to do this on record. Get close to that microphone.
Yes.
And this says you're going to plead to the municipal and civil infraction under 96-50, and they're going to move to dismiss the misdemeanor with the understanding the fines and costs will be $250. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of violation of Woodhaven Code of Ordinances 96-50, how do you plead? Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Plea is accepted. Original charge dismissed, $250. You can pay that now?
So,
You pay $50 now, and I'll let you pay the rest by, can you pay by April 6th? April 6th. Okay, now listen, you gotta get that child to school though. Child has to go to school. Children don't go to school, they don't graduate. They don't graduate, they got no chance, right? Make sure she gets to school, please. For her own good. Good luck. You're welcome.
This courtroom session shows the full spectrum of the justice system, from instant dismissals and second chances to strict legal boundaries and emotional confrontations. We saw how judges balance fairness with authority, how prosecutors negotiate outcomes, and how even minor situations can escalate into serious legal matters. In the end, every case comes down to decisions both inside and outside the courtroom. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.